Bittorrent price today is $0.064672 with a 24-hour trading volume of $4.64 million, market cap of $444.54 million, and market dominance of 0.04%. The BTT price decreased -0.35% in the last 24 hours. Bittorrent reached its highest price on January 20, 2022 when it was trading at its all-time high of $0.053431. While Bittorrent's lowest price was recorded on June 20, 2023 when it was trading at its all-time low of $0.064571. The lowest price since its ADH was $0.064571, cycle low. The highest BTT price since the last cycle low was $0.065108, cycle high. The Bittorrent price prediction sentiment is currently bearish, while fear and greed index is showing 53, neutral. Bittorrent's current circulating supply is 951.42 T/BTT out of max supply of 990.00 T/BTT. The current yearly supply inflation rate is 1.49%, meaning 14.00 T/BTT were created in the last year. In terms of market cap, Bittorrent is currently ranked number 2 in the Tron network sector. Compared to what most people think, Bittorrent's first real support level is at 0.002. This is based on the records of the Bittorrent BT tracker BTTR. The price of BTT has gone up a lot today. The ENA50 indicator shows that BTT faces a big obstacle at the 0.002 level. This means that BTT's next major resistance level is likely to be around 0.003. This question is about how unpredictable Bittorrent's cost estimates are and whether or not investing in BTT is a good financial move. Researchers have thought about Bittorrent support and blockage levels. Until recently, most people thought that certain things affected these levels. As we dug deeper into the BTT technical analysis, we carefully looked at and talked at length about the current market conditions. In the last 24 hours, there has been a big drop of 1.84 in the value of all cryptocurrencies on the market, bringing the total market price to $1,207,461,109,687. At the moment, the total trading volume is $23,363,779,520, which shows a moderate amount of activity. So they thought, Bitcoin has 48.56% of the entry market, while Ethereum has 16.33%. This is what they thought caused Bitcoin's value to rise to $30,172.69 after a 1.17% rise. BNBD, the local currency of BNB, went up by 0.7 and is now trading at 243.64 cents, or so they thought. Coco's BCX went down by 0.77 in value and reached 60 cents. The person works at the Institute of Technology and Telecommunications, ITT, and the topic of interest is the analysis of torrent-based file sharing records. There has been a rise in these kinds of events recently, which usually means that the market is moving in a mostly downward direction. In the short run, the level is a little support for torrents, and pushback, among other things, are being talked about a lot right now. There has been a big drop in the cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin having 48.56% of the market and Ethereum taking the lead with 16.33%. Technical measures like trendline support and resistance levels are thought to be very important for finding key price points where the trend may change. Also, the current value of the EMA50 is 0.002, which shows that the next barrier for Bittorrent BTT is at $0.002. Support levels are points where buyers become more busy and stop the price from going down even more. Resistance levels, on the other hand, show where sellers become more busy. The goal of this study is to look at how Bittorrent's price changes over time and how that affects support and resistance levels. Putting in place the BitTorrent system. Current research of BitTorrent shows that the BTT price has gone up by 1.07 in the last few hours, which has caused a noticeable drop in the overall crypto market. Bitcoin has 48.56% of the market, while Ethereum has 16.33%. Despite what most people think, the BitTorrent BTT coin is still worth $0.00000185 and has a market size of $1,704,525,901. These numbers show that Bitcoin and Ethereum have a big influence on the market, which goes against what most people think. BitTorrent BTT's price changed by 3.81 units over the past week, but its trading volume stayed about the same at $74,455,513. It's important to note that the first level of support for BitTorrent is 0.002. This analysis looks at how much BitTorrent will be worth and cost on July 31, 2023, in a short amount of time. In particular, it looks at the importance of BitTorrent support and resistance as technical indicators and tries to find key price levels where the trend may change. Also, the analysis points out that the MF50 indicator is currently at 0.002, which means that BitTorrent's next major resistance level is at this value. Contrary to what most people think, the analysis uses technical indicators like the Relative Strength Index to make its predictions. RSI moving averages, such as simple moving average, small moving average, exponential moving average, and MACD moving average divergence is a way to predict how BitTorrent will move in the future. The movement of the US dollar follows a trend that can be described as typical, with a mix of similarities and differences. The MACD indicator is showing a strong bearish trend in the market as a whole. In particular, the MACD line is consistently moving below the signal line, which shows a strong bearish sentiment. Before we get into the technical analysis of BTT, let's look at how the market is doing right now. In the past 24 hours, there has been a drop of 1.84%, bringing the total value of the cryptocurrency market to $1 trillion. As of Sunday, the price of Bitcoin was $29,366, down 0.22%. People are worried about the decreasing daily trade volume, which could mean that big investors are leaving the market. Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, says that Bitcoin is very